This is Matrixlord 212, and I just saw Iron Man 3, and I gotta say, I freaking love this movie. Now, this is spoiler warning, okay? This video is gonna be my spoiler reaction to Iron Man 3. So do not watch this video. If you don't, if you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video, okay? And what I'm gonna say is gonna go heavy and deep into the movie. And like I said, I don't want to get, I don't want to ruin it for anybody's experience. Alright? I thought it was one of the greatest movies ever. I loved it. And I'm a big comic book fan, so you know that I come down hard on things that are not connected to the comics. But, alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, spoiler. Okay. I gotta say that if you watch my videos, when I first talked about Iron Man 3, okay, what was like over a year ago, I always said that the Mandarin was not going to be the main villain of the movie, okay? I was right, okay? And here's the thing, because this is a spoiler. The Mandarin in the comics, we know, is Iron Man, Tony Stark's main villain, okay? He has 10 rings. They each have different powers. It's magical. And that is sort of why he was the top villain for Tony Stark, because Tony Stark was about technology, didn't really know too much of magic, and that is why, the opposites. He was a big threat. He was very powerful also, had forces, different things, basically almost like a Doctor Doom type, okay? So, in this movie, now, and I gotta say the writing was like above average with this movie. Absolutely excitement from start to finish. And I gotta say that, as a comic book fan, this was not your Mandarin, okay? This was an actor playing the part created by the bad guy of this Mandarin figurehead, okay? So it was just so funny when I saw the big reveal that the Mandarin was just an actor that was hired by, what's his name? Guy Pearce's character that created AIM, that I laughed my head off when Tony Stark invaded his dimension there. I was cracking up, and it was just so funny for me that I overlooked a major hurdle, because you would ordinarily see me ripping this movie to piss because the Mandarin was not the Mandarin, but I gotta say, the writing was so good, it didn't even matter that the Mandarin was just non-existent, that he wasn't really a character. And the villains were just phenomenal. I mean, the extremists, whatever, I mean, it affected me. It was a really good movie. I can't say anything bad about it at all. I can't nitpick. You know what, when you enjoy a movie so much, and you just, for me to overlook the Mandarin was a big deal, okay? And it's just because I went there with my girlfriend and we just had a good time, and she even loved it. So it was a good experience overall. And, stay for the after the credits, because that was awesome too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? I guess I can understand the whole thing with him having panic attacks, because that was a traumatic experience from the Avengers. Very traumatic, and I'm glad that that's over with. And you know what? This is why this movie had made $307 million overseas. Now over here, it will probably make $300 million this weekend, which means that in 1 week, really, I mean, that it's released here, what kind of 2 weeks? It's $600 million. I mean, if it makes 653, it beats Avengers. If it makes 760, it beats Avatar, and it will be the #1 movie of all time in the entire world, okay? So I definitely think that this movie is going to be the #1 movie of all time until Star Wars Episode 7 comes out. That's my prediction, okay? I gotta say, go see it. The movie's rated awesome. Great movie. And maybe a little scary. Maybe a little scary for young kids, like 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's some things in there, you gotta, viewer discretion is advised, but, parental discretion, but Gotta say, great experience. Perfect movie. All right? And definitely gotta be an Iron Man 4. Absolutely. That's another thing, too, I want to talk about. Disney, Marvel Comics had created a deal yesterday. They talked with Robert Downey Jr. yesterday. And as far as I know, nothing has been signed yet. But just, they want him for the next 5 years, probably more. Probably going to do Avengers 2. Probably going to do Avengers 3. Probably going to do Iron Man 4. Probably do, if you do an Iron Man 4 and 2 Avengers, maybe another movie. That's basically what he's been doing 5 years. So maybe another 5-year contract. And he's going to make tons and tons of money. And you know what? I think he should do it because, Iron Man really brought his career back. And if I were him, I would do it because, I would have respect for it. And he could do other projects while he does that. It's like a side job thing. You know what I'm saying? So, the kids love it, and he's definitely Tony Stark. There is no other Tony Stark. All the nonsense about, he'd be like James Bond by different characters. No. It's Robbie Downey Jr. That's who Tony Stark is. So, give him what he wants. Let him do it for 5 years, 10 years, and I'll be happy. And then when he gets really, really old, he's in the armor anyway. So, it's like, you just hear him alone talk. It's amazing. So, all right. So, go see Iron Man 3. Greatest movie so far this summer. Take care. Bye for now.